a lot of people convicted not because of the actual truth that happened on the crime scene. Actual truth may not always achieve in criminal court because the findings of the court would depend on the evidence presented before it. If you want to know why, just watch this video. We all know that evidence is a means to ascertain the truth. Ang purpose po ng evidence is to establish the truth that happens on the crime scene. But there are times that the truth concluded by the evidence is not the actual truth. For example, in a criminal case, the actual truth was Bartolome was the one who shot Alfred. But when the evidence presented and admitted in court, it points out that Bunny was the one who shot Alfred. And in that latter case, the truth established by the evidence that Bunny shot Alfred is what we refer to as judicial truth or legal truth. Take note that evidence is the most important thing in court because of the presumption that the court is not aware of the veracity of the facts involved in a case kasi nga hindi nila napuntahan ang crime scene. Evidence is like a window of the court to view the facts happen on the crime scene. Kaya kung ano lang ang evidence na maipresenta at ma-admit sa korte, yan lang ang magsisiling basehan nila to issue the verdict of the case. Kaya minsan, may nakukulong na inosente at malaya ang mga taong gumagawa ng krimen. Kaya it is imperative sa mga investigator on case to gather and collect all relevant evidence and they must be versatile sa rules of admissibility. Minsan, may mga ebidensya na naiprepresent sa korte that will prove the actual truth of the facts of the case pero hindi na-admit because it violates the rules of admissibility ng evidence. If you want to know more about the rules of admissibility ng evidence, may video na po tayo dyan, just click the link below. Sometimes may mga evidence din that was not formally offered during the judicial proceeding kaya hindi rin na-admit as evidence. These are some reasons if why a lot of people convicted not because of the actual truth. Take note na ang basehan po ng judgment ng korte is the truth that inferred from the evidence presented and admitted into it. And again, we call this as the legal truth or judicial truth even though sometimes it is not the actual or real truth that happened on the crime scene. Let me remind you that there are two kinds of facts needed in court. Number one is the evidentiary fact or what we so-called factum probans. This is the probative or evidentiary fact tending to prove the fact in issue. Ito po yung mga evidence na ino-offer natin sa korte. Whether it be real evidence, documentary evidence, or testimonial evidence. Now, yung kabuuan ng mga ebidensya na yan to prove the liability of the offender, ayan yung tinatawag natin na factum probans. But remember that factum probans is only the material evidencing the fact or proposition established. And that fact or proposition established, ayan naman yung tinatawag natin na factum probandum or what we call as the ultimate fact. Take note that factum probandum is the facts that needs to be proved in court. It is the facts which the factum probans is directed. For example, in a robbery case, the factum probandum that needs to be proved in court are: number 1, that there be a personal property belonging to another. Number 2, that there is unlawful taking of that property. Number 3, that the taking is with intent to gain. And number 4, that there is a violence against or intimidation of persons or force upon things. This factum probandum must include all the elements of crime or matters necessary to establish the proof beyond reasonable doubt. Take note also that proof and evidence is not at the same level. There is proof only because of evidence. Proof is the effect of evidence because without evidence, there is no proof. In our criminal cases, the quantum of evidence must be proof beyond reasonable doubt. This means that there is a moral certainty or that degree of proof which produces a strong conviction in the mind of the judge that the accused is really guilty on the crime committed. And that ends our topic for today. Kung may natutunan ka sa video ito, just click the like button and subscribe for more videos. Pakishare na rin po ang video ito para matulungan natin ang ating mga future registered criminologists.